Welcome to what promises to be a thrilling evening of racing here at the Shanghai International Circuit. This is event 4 of the Strategy Race Championship, and it's race 7 of 12 as the drivers prepare for a rolling start under the safety car. David Constable-Berry currently leads the overall championship, but Elliott Norton is hot on his heels, just 4 points adrift.
This circuit demands precision and patience, Hal, and with 2 races tonight, it's all about maximizing points. Under the safety car, drivers will be focusing on tire temperatures and getting the perfect run into that final corner before the green flag drops.
Indeed, and let's not forget the battles unfolding within the Pro AM, and AM classes. Every point is vital tonight. The cars are winding their way through the final sector of this rolling lap, with Chris Stokes, a Pro AM driver, leading the pack from pole position.
A fantastic qualifying effort from Stokes, but he's got Martijn Mol, a pro-class driver, right on his tail in P2. That's going to be a fascinating battle for the early lead.
Further back, we see current championship leader David Constable-Berry starting from a challenging 13th position for this race.
That's a tough ask for Constable-Berry, particularly with drivers like Philip Koons, third in the championship, starting a few places ahead in P10. Every position gained will be hard fought out there.
And look at AM class driver Jimmy Lindo, a great P5 start for him, well ahead of his championship standing of 21st.
Absolutely. Lindo has a real opportunity to bag some serious points early on, but he'll need to hold off the faster Pro-Am drivers around him.
And the green flag is out. The lights are green, and we are racing in Shanghai.
Stunning acceleration from the front, the pack surges forward as the battle for the lead begins.
Joel Emmerich is making early moves. He's just dispatched Jimmy Lindo taking P5.
And Lemrich doesn't stop there, straight past Thomas Kruger Dorado as well. He's up to 4th position already.
Championship leader David Constable-Berry is already making headway from his P13 start, swiftly moving up the order.
He's picked off Neil Gogan, then found a way past Chris Stokes and Jarrett Hallam, a rapid climb for Constable-Berry up to P10.
Neil Gogan makes a decisive move, passing championship leader David Constable-Berry.
But they've tangled. A massive incident involving both Constable-Berry and Gogan.
Trouble for Maximilian Turbin. He's just lost positions to Rich Snape, then David Constable-Berry. And now Neil Gogan and Chris Stokes.
This is a rapid descent for Turbin. He's just being swallowed by the pack. Now Phil Bodkin and Nigel Walters move past him.
He continues to fall back. Adam Tyas now finds a way past Turbin, who's really struggling for pace out there.
But a glimmer of hope. Turbin fights back, reclaiming that spot from Adam Tyas. He's not giving up without a fight.
However, it's short-lived as Jarrett Hallam takes advantage, moving past Maximilian Turbin, who drops back once more. Thomas Kruger Dorado makes a fantastic move, taking P2 from Jamie Price.
What a superb overtake. Kruger Dorado really pushed hard there, now sitting in a very strong 2nd position.
Philip Koons, currently 3rd in the championship standings, has just passed David Constable-Berry for P7.
That's a crucial move for Koons. Every point counts, especially when you're battling the championship leader like that.
Maximilian Turbin has just made a pass on Jimmy Lindo for position 13.
Oh, but they've come together. It's a collision between Turbin and Lindo.
Nigel Walters has just been overtaken by Neil Gogan, dropping to P10.
This is a fierce battle for those mid-pack points, especially important for these AM class drivers.
But Walters strikes back. He reclaims the position, pushing Gogan back down the order.
What incredible determination from Nigel Walters. He's absolutely fighting for every inch on this track.
And once again, Neil Gogan finds a way through. He's back ahead of Walters for P9. Championship leader David Constable-Berry has just made a move, passing Nigel Walters for P10.
But Walters is not giving an inch. He's fighting hard against the Pro-Am driver for that vital points position.
And Walters immediately reclaims it. What a superb demonstration of tenacious driving.
Constable-Berry gets it back, then Walters again. They are trading places every corner. This is a phenomenal duel.
After all that back and forth, it's David Constable-Berry who finally holds the advantage, ahead of Nigel Walters for P10. Jamie Price loses a spot. Chris Stokes finds a way past and takes P5.
And Price loses another place. Philip Koons, 3rd in the championship, makes the move for P6.
Jarrett Hallam makes a move on Neil Gogan, taking P13.
Every position is vital in these closing stages, especially for drivers like Hallam, who are fighting to climb up the Pro-Am class standings.
Another incident involving Maximilian Turbin and Jimmy Lindo. Turbin drops a spot to Lindo.
And it's a cascade for Turbin. He's just lost positions to Jareth Hallam and Joel Lemrich in quick succession.
The difficult run continues for Turbin, as Neil Gogan now sweeps past, dropping him to P15. Joel Lemrich makes a move on Neil Gogan, taking P13.
Oh, but Gogan bites back immediately. Then Lemrich responds. A real fight for that AM class position.
Oh, a big one. Rich Snape has gone into the barriers.
That's a nasty impact for the AM class driver. Hopefully he's okay after that big hit.
Rich Snape, after that earlier incident, has now been passed by Neil Constable-Berry for P13.
It's incredibly tough to recover from a barrier hit. The car often just isn't the same. He'll be losing a lot of pace.
And here comes Jimmy Lindo, finding a way past Rich Snape, who continues to drop down the order.
He's really struggling to hold his position. You can see he's just trying to bring the car home and salvage whatever points he can.
Nigel Walters now takes advantage, sweeping past Snape, who falls to 16th position. Maximilian Turbin makes a strong move on Neil Gogan, taking P11.
But it's instantly snatched back by Gogan. Then Turbin responds. They're absolutely trading places.
Maximilian Turbin once again moves past Neil Gogan, reclaiming P11.
He really wants that position back, and he's not letting Gogan settle. A fantastic show of determination.
And we have another incident. Phil Bodkin has gone into the barriers.
A heavy shunt for the AM class driver. That looked like a big impact.
Neil Constable-Berry has just lost a position to Jimmy Lindo.
And moments later, Constable-Berry is into the barriers. A tough end to his race.
Jareth Hallam makes a move on Phil Bodkin, taking P7.
But Bodkin fights back. He reclaims the position from Hallam, an excellent recovery after his earlier incident.
Collision. Phil Bodkin and Jareth Hallam have tangled.
Bodkin drops to P9 after that contact as Hallam and championship leader David Constable. Barry power through.
But Bodkin is not giving up. He fights back and gets P8 back from Jareth Hallam.
And Hallam returns the favor. What a phenomenal battle for those crucial Pro-Am class points.
Joel Lemrich has just found a way past Jareth Hallam, taking P9.
A strong move for Lemrich, an AM class driver gaining a crucial position from a Pro-Am contender.
But Hallam is quick to respond. He's back ahead of Lemrich, reclaiming P9.
This is a real fight for those mid-pack points. Hallam clearly determined to hold his ground in the Pro-Am battle.
And Lemrich goes again. He reclaims the spot, pushing Hallam back once more.
Absolutely fantastic racing from Joel Lemrich, showing incredible tenacity to fight back for that position.
Jareth Hallam makes a move, pushing Phil Bodkin down to P10.
Oh, and Bodkin is into the barriers again. That's another shunt for the AM class driver.
He's really struggling out there. Maximilian Turbin and Neil Gogan both find a way past him.
When you hit the barriers once, the car is never the same. He's trying to continue, but it's a real fight now.
And he's hit the barriers again. This is a very difficult spell for Phil Bodkin.
Another impact for Bodkin. He's really pushing the car, but it's clearly damaged.
And Jimmy Lindo takes advantage, passing Phil Bodkin, who drops to 13th position. Martijn Mol, who started P2, crosses the line to take a brilliant victory here in Shanghai.
What a superb drive. From second on the grid, he managed the pace perfectly. That's a masterclass in controlled aggression.
And here comes Thomas Kruger Dourado. He crosses the line in second place.
From fourth on the grid, that's an excellent result for Kruger Dourado. He drove a very strong race to secure those crucial points.
And here's Chris Stokes coming home in P3.
A fantastic podium finish for Chris Stokes after starting on pole position. He'll be delighted with that haul of points for the Pro-Am Championship.
Neil Constable-Berry makes a move on Jimmy Lindo, but they've tangled.
Oh, coming together, and Constable-Berry immediately loses the position back to Lindo and then drops another spot.
The difficulties continue for Constable-Berry. Nigel Walters now sweeps past him for P14.
And the drops keep coming. Phil Bodkin now finds a way past Neil Constable-Berry, who falls to P16.
What an absolutely captivating race won here in Shanghai. Martijn Mol takes a sensational victory after a brilliant drive.
He really earned that win, Hal, navigating a truly frenetic race. Chris Stokes secured a great podium from pole, and Thomas Kruger Dourado impressed with P2.
Championship leader David Constable-Berry had a tough start, but fought incredibly hard through multiple incidents to salvage points.
We saw some fierce battles throughout the field, with positions changing hands constantly, particularly in the Pro-Am and AM classes. It was truly relentless out there.
Welcome back to Shanghai for Race 2, and what a shakeup we've seen in the championship standings after that first encounter.
Absolutely, Hal. Philip Coons, with his consistent points, has now surged into the overall championship lead, pushing David Constable-Berry into second.
Dominic Fovargy moves up to third, while Elliot Norton, who didn't compete, drops to fourth, highlighting just how crucial every race is.
And Martijn Mol's incredible victory has propelled him from 19th up to 14th in the standings. That's the impact of a maximum points haul.
We have just 5 races remaining in the championship after this one, so every single point is going to be fiercely contested tonight. And the green flag is waved. Race 2 is officially underway here at Shanghai.
The field surges forward, led by Neil Constable-Berry. What a start.
Chaos in the mid-pack, a huge incident involving multiple cars.
It's Maximilian Turbin, Martijn Mol, and Chris Stokes, all involved in a major tangle.
Heavy contact between all three. They really come together out there.
That's a big impact for the former race winner Mol, and for Turbin and Stokes.
And as expected, the safety car has been deployed. That incident was just too significant.
This will bunch up the field, giving everyone a chance to reset after that dramatic opening lap.
The field is now fully bunched behind the safety car, and we've just had the message, safety car in this lap.
Drivers will be working hard to get heat back into those tires and be ready for the restart. The concentration will be immense.
And we are back to green. The safety car is in, and the race restarts.
Chris Stokes, after that early incident, is already on the move, passing Adam Tyas to gain a position.
Rich Snate makes a move on Nigel Walters, taking P2.
But Walters immediately reclaims the position. Then Snape fights back. They are trading places for second.
Chris Stokes is on a charge, making up for that early incident. He's just passed Jamie Price and Philip Coons.
But the positions are changing constantly. Price and Coons fight back immediately, reclaiming their spots.
Stokes gets past Nigel Walters once more, but then a huge collision. Joel Lemrich and Chris Stokes have tangled.
The stewards have adjudged Joel Lemrich at fault for that contact. Both drivers certainly lost momentum after that incident.
Neil Goguen makes a move on David Constable-Berry, taking P4.
But Constable-Berry, who is second in the championship, immediately responds, reclaiming the spot. What a battle.
And Goguen goes again. He passes Constable-Berry once more, but they've made contact.
A coming together between Goguen and Constable-Berry. They're both losing momentum after that shunt.
Martijn Mol, the race 1 winner, is making progress, passing Thomas Kruger-Dauerdo for P6.
Mole is a pro-class driver and knows how to carve his way through a field. He's certainly on a mission after that early incident.
Dominic Fovargy, third in the championship, makes a pass on Neil Goguen for P4.
But Goguen immediately fights back. Then Fovargy reclaims it. A fantastic tussle for points.
Jared Hallam makes a move, passing Phil Bodkin for P2.
But Bodkin, who started on the front row, is not giving up easily. He reclaims the position immediately.
Philip Coons, our championship leader, battles past Dominic Fovargy for P5.
But Fovargy immediately strikes back, and now Neil Goguen finds a way past Coons.
Martijn Mol continues his charge through the field, passing Dominic Fovargy for P4.
From P15, this is a stunning recovery drive from the pro-class winner of the first race.
Martijn Mol continues his phenomenal recovery, taking P3 from Phil Bodkin.
What a drive from Mol. He's just relentlessly attacking and gaining positions. Incredible.
Jareth Hallam is suddenly dropping down the order. He loses out to Martijn Mol, Dominic Fovargy, and Phil Bodkin.
And it gets worse for Hallam. Philip Coons and Neil Goguen also find a way past, along with Jamie Price, a massive loss of positions.
And it's Rich Snape who takes the checkered flag. An incredible victory for the AM class driver, starting from 4th on the grid.
What a fantastic drive from Snape. To convert that P4 start into a win, especially after a chaotic race, is truly outstanding.
Martijn Mol crosses the line in second place. What an astonishing recovery drive.
From P15 on the grid after an early collision to finish second is simply sensational. That's the mark of a true pro-class driver.
And it's Dominic Fovargue takes third place, a fantastic result for him.
Starting from P10 to battle his way onto the podium is a brilliant effort for this Pro-Am driver. He'll be delighted with those points.
What a phenomenal second race here in Shanghai. Rich Snape takes a magnificent victory from P4 on the grid.
An absolutely stellar performance from Snape, holding his nerve to convert that excellent starting position into a win. And Martijn Mol's recovery from P15 to P2 after that early multi-car incident was simply breathtaking.
Dominic Fovargue also had a great drive to secure third place. This race truly delivered.
With only 4 races left in the championship, these points are becoming increasingly critical. What a night of racing.
And that brings an end to a truly spectacular evening of racing here in Shanghai for Event 4. What a shift we've seen in the championship table. Philip Koons has surged from third to take the overall lead. A fantastic night for him.
Absolutely, Hal. And Martijn Mol, after his win and second place, made an incredible jump from 19th to 11th. And Rich Snape's victory in race 2 propelled him up the standings too.
David Constable-Berry, our previous leader, now sits in a tie for third, while Dominic Fovargue is up to second.
It's all to play for. With just 4 races remaining, this championship is going right down to the wire.